Hello, everybody. This is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey reporting to my TBC live broadcast. And folks, this is my 399th live broadcast. That's 399. And you know what that means, folks. Tomorrow is my 400th live broadcast. And it's a pleasure to represent the Billion Coin, known as TBC, as we all call it. You know, a lot of us use that word TBC, but not a lot of us just call it what it is. It's the Billion Coin, correct? We got to start using the Billion Coin. Say the Billion Coin after me, folks. The Billion Coin, okay? The Billion Coin, okay? I know we use TBC a lot because it's easier for a lot of us. But the Billion Coin, we got to recognize what it really is, okay? All right. Thank you, my wonderful wife, Merlene, for being here. Thank you so much for being, and everybody being patient with me, because I was just helping my elderly mother with the matter. Not something major, but she's having a good day today, so I'm trying to help her move along. But anyway, so much for that. Folks, I want to just say it's great to have all of you here today. You know, but I want more and more. Please get the word out tomorrow, because I want as many people as possible tomorrow to my 400th live broadcast, because no one in TBC, to my knowledge, have done as many broadcasts as I have. And I'm not bragging or boasting. I'm just saying that I have been consistent in doing broadcasts since we started doing broadcasting back in 2018. Okay? All right. Okay, now let us go to our wonderful blog. But first, before I do that, while I'm doing that, let's let me see who's with us. Okay, Brother Noli, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We have a Lynn here. Thank you. That's a new person. Thank you for coming to my live broadcast. And of course, our Bangladesh community is here. That's great to have a Bangladesh community. You know, I see you, honey. I see you right in our chat area. That's good. Okay. Thank you all for everybody that's here and anybody that's coming in. Thank you so much. Okay, for the Bangladesh community, they always represent. Okay, along with my wife and a few others. Okay, now, folks, we got what we have here as our blog, and I hope that all of you can see this. Okay, the first one says Afro TBC shopping accepts 50% TBC and 50% cash. And I'm not sure what this is, because this is my first time going to blog today myself. Okay, look like this is in Africa somewhere. Oh, this is great. This is what Derek put this video up, folks. So I advise everyone to watch this if they haven't already done so. Okay. And great question. What is the mission of TBC? Well, to make it easy, we know our mission is to do what? To end global poverty. To end global poverty internationally, around the world. Okay? And this is the dynamic duo of Key and Bex Pyle of New Zealand. Wow, that's 182. That'd be at 200 pretty soon. Okay? All right. Okay. The next one says redemption is not a good enough reason to break off partnerships. So true. And this is also, see what it is, they do their own individual broadcasts. They don't do it necessarily together. Okay, so they do different ones, and one has 181, one has 182, so they both will be at 200 each. Key and Beck, that's Key and Bex Pyle of New Zealand. They're excellent broadcasters. Out there with Darren Haywood and a few other my New Zealanders. Okay. Okay, this is must be, well, I'm gonna click on it because I believe it's Darren Haywood's. I believe it is. It says Capitol Hill. Yes, this is that Darren Haywood's broadcast, folks. So I'm gonna go back a minute. I know no, he always do great broadcasts, folks. Always do great broadcasts. It says Capitol Hill has turned into a big circus. Oh gosh, hasn't it though? Hasn't it though? And that's, I'm going to talk a little bit about, not necessarily just talking about Capitol Hill, but talking about the elite. That's going to be my just in my broadcast today. We're going to talk about them a little bit. Okay, hold on a minute. And this is my broadcast from yesterday. It says 2 members can turn into many more members. And this is what I talked about, because I talked about, and I used the example of the Bitcoin contest, and I was going on, I wasn't talking necessarily just the winner who's winning, but I was talking about just look at people who got 2 people, and how just a few people can turn into many to build our membership throughout TBC, known as the Billion Coin. Okay? All right, that was my 398th yesterday. And this was day 24 of the 90-day challenge by M.B. Derrick, our wonderful brother over in Cameroon, the great country of one of the great countries of Africa. Okay, he's also our English president, our English send button host. Okay, I have actually a meeting with him later, real late tonight, my early morning, matter of fact. Myself with him. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's all for there. Okay, folks. Let me come out of this because I won't be long with you. Okay, let me come out of this. Wow. I don't know. Okay, I'm okay. I assume everybody can see me because I thought I didn't really come out of this. Let me see something a minute. Okay, I'm good. Okay, cancel. Let me ask you all, did anyone y'all see my screen? Can y'all tell me in the chat, did anyone see my screen when I was talking about the blog? Can anyone tell me in the chat area, did anyone see my screen at all? Because if not, I will try this again real quickly. Can someone tell me in the chat area? Did anyone see my screen when I was talking about the chat? Okay, thank you, Musa. Thank you. Okay, let me try that again, folks. I apologize. Let's try that again. Hold on a minute. Okay, y'all should see my screen now. Okay, tell me, can y'all see my screen now? Tell me, can you see the screen now? Okay, yeah, I know y'all can see my screen because I can see it on my phone. Okay, so let me go do this again, folks. Okay, let me do this very quickly again. I apologize for that little hiccup there. Okay, it says Afro TBC shopping accepts 50% TBC and 50% cash. And this was presented by M.B. Derrick of Cameroon. Okay, see, they're getting it done over in Africa, and they're getting it done over in the Philippines and India. And I said, what is the mission of TBC? I think we all know that, right? We should know that. What is the mission? It's to end global poverty. All right. And this was done by, one was done by Key Pale, and one with Key Pale, and one was done by Bex. They're a husband and wife team. One of them have 182, and one has 181. Okay. This one titled "Redemption is Not a Good Enough Reason to Break Off Partnerships." And they're from New Zealand. They do a wonderful job, folks. Okay. And I said this Capitol Hill was another New Zealander, which is Darren Haywood. You know, he's well over 300 broadcasts himself. And it says Capitol Hill has turned into a big circus. And boy, hasn't it. Okay, let's keep going. And of course, I said this one was mine when I talked about 2 members can turn into many more members. And I indicated and showed you the Bitcoin contest page on our Kringle Cash back office that was I was talking about how we can grow fast because we want to. I said it many times in that broadcast to encourage fast duplication. Okay. All right. And this is day 24 of MB Derek's 90-day challenge. Okay. He's doing a fine job over in Cameroon with other people around his continent of Africa. You can learn a lot from Mr. MB, I'm telling y'all, folks. Okay, now I'm going to come out of this screen share, okay? All right, folks. I have something that I want to present to you all that I've been listening to, because y'all know I listen to a great man named Mr. Hold on, I'm going to show it to you. Hold on just a moment. Let me go to share my screen again. Hold on a minute, folks. Okay. Okay, hold on a minute. I had it up here. There it is. Okay. All right, folks. This is titled, and you may see this on the, admin made, this would be a great video that it's about a little over an hour and 10 minutes long, but it is awesome. Awesome video. And actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it in the chat area, folks. I'm going to do that right now. Hold on just a moment. I'm going to put it in the chat area if I can. Hold on just a moment, folks. I'm putting this link into the chat area. That's what I'm doing here. If I can. I don't know if, let me see. I don't know if this is showing right now. Okay. I'm going to put it in the chat area. Okay, folks. Just bear with me there. I'll be with you. Just waiting for it to finish loading. Let me see. I don't know if this is showing right now. Okay. Okay. I'm going to put it in the chat area. Okay, I just put the YouTube link in the chat area for anyone to click on it to watch it at your leisure. But it's very, very educational. And it's about the subject of what my topic is today, talking about mind control. Mind control. Okay? It's talked about blueprints of mind control, how the world has brainwashed by the elites with James True. This guy right here is called James True in his little box here. It's Jeff Berwick. We all know Jeff Berwick. And I listen to this YouTube channel called The Anarchist. Okay? This is a great thing. So, folks, what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to come out of this screen share just to talk to you a little bit, okay? And there's a reason why I put that video. Now, I'm not going to play it because you won't be able to hear it through my computer for some reason. I haven't solved that one yet, okay? But, and it takes up a long time anyway. It's an hour and 10 minutes. But Jeff Berwick and James True are talking about some very specific things on how our minds have been brainwashed by the elite. And essentially, if you don't think so, you don't believe me, watch this video. Watch the video. But I know that a lot of people in the chat area do agree with me. Because right now, just the Capitol, like Darren Hayward said yesterday, Capitol Hill is a mess. We got the right versus the left, the Democrats versus the Republicans. And then you got the liberals over here. But it's such a uneven thing, and they just bid and fight over all kind of issues concerning the United States and abroad, right? While we got still people throughout the world and even United States that's in poverty. Now you probably ask yourself, a country that has billions of dollars like the United States, why are people in poverty in our country? But it's so, folks. It really is. You got people, I could go right now. I can get in the car right now. Within 5 minutes away from our home, I can find someone sitting on the corner right now that's homeless. They may just got a few clothes on their back, but they don't have, when last time they had something to eat? I'm telling you, folks, if we don't push forward with this TBC and get to our billion people as fast as possible, we're going to have more people homeless, more people dying, more people not getting food, more people not getting clothes or getting medicine. Our lease system is broken. It's not working. In their minds, in their whatever mindset they're in their minds, they believe it is working. Isn't that a shame, though? Think about that for a moment. In their minds, they believe it is working. Now, I'm not just talking about here in the United States, folks. I'm talking about the Philippines. We got so many poor. Listen, folks, because my lovely wife has to be from originally from the Philippines. We have had so many discussions about some of the most poorest areas and poverty in the Philippines. That's why we're doing what we're doing over there to help out, sparingly throughout the year. But it's all over Asia, all over parts of Africa. It's just plagued across the world. While the rich get richer, talking about the elite, all they can talk about in the United States is about money. Money here, money there. What to spend this money for, what to take this money for. And guess what? Who's getting hurt most of all? The people. The people is getting hurt most of all. They're not getting their needs met because the people up here, the elite, have this mindset that it's about them, not about the people. And that's why we have this wonderful thing called the Billion Coin, folks. We have this wonderful, wonderful organization called the Billion Coin that we refer as TBC. And we're building this massive, massive amount of people under a private society without any outside help of the elite. We don't need the elite, folks. All we need is to build and build and build to 1 billion members. And then, and only then, will you see where our coin will be at its finest in terms of working. Because we are going to create jobs. With all this money that's in your wallet, it's going to be used, a great deal is going to be used for creating jobs for the poor, the people in poverty. That's how we will get rid of poverty worldwide, folks. You got a lot of people in poverty can do work. They want to work, but they can't because no one would give them employment. You got some people in Africa and in the Philippines, and I can speak of 2 places that there are kids that don't even go to school. They don't have the money to open up the building for school. I got a friend in Africa named Edward that I've been knowing for quite some time. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but he happened to be a school teacher. And he tells me about how school is. how he loved the kids. He also is a preacher too. And it just boggles me about how the elite can talk about their money and they're not using the money in the right sense for the people that's poor. You see? Think about what I'm saying here, folks. If everybody in this chat agree with what I'm saying, put I agree. Put I agree or just agree. AGREE. If y'all agree with what I'm saying, put agree in the chat. Our minds have been, a lot of people's minds out there have been brainwashed. Now, I believe that people have to work for a living. Okay, I understand that. But is the job going to get you where you need to be? Financially. Please put agree in the chat if you agree what I'm talking about here. A lot of our society have been brainwashed in thinking that our governments are going to bail us out. Well, we've seen here in the United States just a few months ago how the government accordingly shut down for about 2 or 3 weeks. People didn't have no money. People were talking about paying. You know, there were people on verge of losing their homes. That's the reason why my wife and I, we're building multiple streams of income, folks. I'm telling you, folks, if you don't have a way to have some way to make an income like we can do here in TBC and other online business, you need to find a way. Because you cannot live on just our elite's money. You see my point? You cannot live out of their income and expect for them to bail you out. It's just not going to happen, folks. They're too much bickering among themselves. We have people in offices all around the world that's out of place. And you know what the sad part of it is? It is some of the people and some of us who voted them in there. They'll go on this tear of saying, well, they're going to do this and going to do that. And as soon as they get in office, they do none of that. None of anything. I don't, in my opinion, in the last 3 years, I haven't seen how anything has changed for the better here in our country. I can't say that it's any worse, a lot worse, but it's not a whole lot better. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. We were doing better in our previous President Obama was here. But out there in the other parts of the world, can y'all tell me that y'all government is really helping your people? Can y'all tell me that? You know? Can y'all tell me that they're really helping? It's all here, folks, that we got to change. Because a lot of people out there are brainwashed, thinking that the people above them are going to help them. I'm talking about the elite. So I want you all to watch that video. Take the time out today to watch that video I put in the chat area. Watch it. It's very educational. It may a little of it may be a little over your head, but just get it. Because I know, I'm telling you, admin, it needs to be on the blog. That particular video definitely needs to be on the blog. And I know, admin, I want you to watch that. This is a message to admin. I want you to watch that video. You would definitely love it. I think all TBCians should watch that video. That's just my opinion. Okay. Thank you all for agreeing with me, those that did. Okay. All right. Let me see. I'm looking in the chat area for a minute, folks. Yeah, I see it. Yes, all you gotta do is click on that link that I put in the chat area, and they'll take you right to that video done by Jeff Berwick. It is awesome. The video itself needs to be on the blog so people can watch it, because it's right down the line that the things that admin put out on the blog to educate us about what the elite is doing to so many people, or have done to a lot of us. That's why we got to build, folks. That's why we got to get to 1 billion members. And we need to get there fast. So, folks, I'm done pretty much with this live broadcast at this time. I want you all to make sure that everyone watches that video. I know it's a little long. It's an hour and 10 minutes, but it's worth it. It's very educational, and you can learn a lot. Okay? I'll see you all tomorrow for my 400 broadcast. I don't have anything planned. I suggest that you I would like, this is how I'm making a request from my people here, and tell people that's on here to get to my live broadcast tomorrow. Okay, please I want to have as many people in the panel as possible, because I'm going to do a little game, a little knowledge game. I do this a lot when I get to about get to every 100 broadcasts, because I want to make sure keep our brains working about the billion coin. Okay, because we got all these things in our daily lives that's dealing with in our brain too, and I want to make sure that billion coin is kind of up front. Okay. All right. So have your thinking caps on. I would like as many people on the panel as possible. And I'm going to play a little game. Okay, just a little game. Okay, knowledge game. And we'll have a little fun. We'll make this a little fun instead of always having to be our regular way. Okay, we got to change up on things a little bit in terms of these broadcasts, because it's all related to the billion coin. Okay. All right, folks. I'll see you all tomorrow for my 400th live broadcast. And this broadcast, I try to make it a half an hour, but it could run just a little bit over, because it is my 400th live broadcast. Just make sure you're there. Okay? Make sure you're there. Make sure that you tell other people to be there. If you got people on your team, get them there, folks. Get them there. All right? I'm already thinking 500 broadcasts. I already know when that's going to be. Approximately going to be sometime in the fall. So, folks, just make sure that you are here. All right? Because you can learn a lot of things from not just my broadcast, but several of the other voices of TBC that are broadcasters. Okay? Y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. And thank you so much for being on. This is my last day in the 300 broadcast area. And it's been a journey over this last 99 broadcasts, from 200, from 300 to 400. It's been a journey. Just make sure you listen closely to everything that I say in my live broadcast. Okay? All right. Thank you all, folks. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace, everybody.